Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, bringing you a 1 vs 1 for Medieval 2 Total War on, I can't remember the name of the map, but it is a desert map. I'm in command of the Mongols and my opponent Ceasarofconcord is in command of Hungary. So my army consists of, it's pretty skirmish heavy. His rules were 5 cav max, so that does limit the Mongols quite a bit because all their good units, all their aggressive attacking units are in their cavs, so that it does make it quite challenging. But that's kind of fun for me. I like to have a challenge. I have 4 units of Mongol infantry, 2 peasants for screening, a Mongol foot archer, just 4 rather dismounted heavy lancers. They're spearmen, but I mean they're the only infantry the Mongols get. They're the best quality infantry they can get, and I can tell you now they're not going to get the Mongols very far. Over here I've got 2 units of Mongol light lancers, and these are designed to catch what I knew what he'd have, would be some horse archers, either Hungarian nobles or the Magyar ones. A very good horse archer unit, but I can easily catch them. And I will rout them pretty quickly. They're very effective Mongol light lancers. They're good against heavy cavalry if you use them right. They're good against infantry on the charge, and they can easily catch a lot of horse archer units because they're fast. So they're very handy there. I've got a Mongol heavy lancer there. I've got 2 of those, and I've got another light lancer over here. And have 2 Nafatoons. I think the Nafatoons are quite important if you're not able to bring, like say, 8 cavalry units. If you're really limited on cav, Nafatoons are important because you need something to quickly rout the much superior infantry you're going to be fighting. So over here, he sends a raw Bandarian in to get some of my light lance. Now my men should be able to hold this. They probably will lose it if they get stuck in it for too long, but I'm going to be able to come into the flank with 1 unit of my heavy lancers here that's coming to support. He knows it's going to happen, so he's going to pull out, but I'm going to continue chasing his Hungarian nobles. They're an expensive horse archer unit, so if I can just take them out of the fight, I can focus on the fight over here. So the rest of his army is, let's see, Puppy's crossbowmen. He's got a couple of those. He's got about 3 or 4 Bosnian archers. They're an average archer unit. He's got Puppy spearmen. Looks like he's got 6 of those and 2 dismounted feudal knights. That's a good choice of infantry against the Mongols. Although getting proper sword infantry at these feudal knights can work because they would far more quickly cream my dismounted heavy lancers, which are not very good dismounted. Here he's got a couple more Royal Bandarian, a very good mounted unit, and he's a general's bodyguard there, and he's sending his other Royal Bandarian over here, and I'm trying to catch his men on the line, and I'm having some success there. I am getting shot at the same time, so it is a kind of a sort of 50-50 fight here. But as you can see, I am able to catch him for the most part. But it doesn't matter because this is keeping his horse archers out of the fight, and it's taking this cav unit. So I'm going to rush now while he's distracted over there. This is why I like these light lancers, because they can really hold their own in battle, and they're good at being distractions, and catching light cav units and missile units, and they're good at actually routing heavy infantry if they get a good charge, because they do carry a lance. So they're not as good as obviously heavy cavalry at doing that, but they can still do it pretty well. So my archers here are going to begin the fight. The only units that bother me that he's got are these Puppy's crossbowmen, but his Bosnian archers would get creamed by my archers. They're much better. So I'm going to begin rushing now and get my Nafatoons into position. So I'm going to use this unit of Mongol heavy lancers to hopefully actually stall this unit over here. If I get a good charge, they should be able to beat them because they do field a secondary weapon as a mace. And over here, I'm going to try and pin these units of Royal Bandarian and get a nice flank charge with my Mongol heavy lancers here. So here it comes. So it's going to do a nice bit of damage to them. And over here I'm going to use my other light lancer, and I will demonstrate to you what I mean about how good they can actually be at dealing with some infantry units. Even though they're a light unit, they do carry a lance, as you can see. Anything that's got a lance can really do a lot of damage to infantry. So over here, because I've got a better charge and I've got a mace, should win this fight over here. So I will go for a rear charge on these Puppy spearmen here. Because it's a rear charge, it'll be okay, they won't take too much damage. And now you're going to see my Napatoon start to throw their NAFs in soon, so let's watch this unit here. 67, look at that, 67 down to 34, and that was against a spearman unit, and it was in the flank shot, so I quickly pull out, I didn't really lose any casualties, and he's pretty much stuck on that flank. Now I'm just going to keep pulling out and cycling in charges, same thing over here. And here comes into his feudal knights here, let's see, 54, look at that, down to 25, and that was a light cav. So I'm telling you now, if you're new to Medieval 2, you just need to get to understand the cav and you'll be pretty dominant. So here comes some Napatoon shots coming in, and these work wonderfully in the aid of the Mongols. As you can see, it's causing mass routing problems. It causes real panic amongst enemy troops. So I'm going to come in here, into the backs of these units with this light Mongol light cav, and I'll come with these lancers and this puppy spearman going to turn and face that, so I'm going to pull over that. My own spearmen are pushing, and he's started to mass route, mostly because of Napatoon and rear charges. His infantry was better than mine. And I think I just lost my general, but I usually use my general for some reason. Probably because I get too aggressive with them, but never mind, it's not really a big deal in me too. At this point my archers are having a nice time shooting up. These Mongol archers are not too bad as infantry either. They do carry an axe as a secondary weapon, so they've got an armor-piercing trait themselves. Don't expect miracles out of them, of course, but they can hold a line and add support for a while you get dominant with your cavalry. So over here, as you can see, my Mongol lancers are cleaning up the rest of his Royal Bandarian. My heavy lancers there. I didn't actually use the Khan's Guard. The Khan's Guard, you can't put any defense upgrades on, which is kind of annoying. They're good, but I think the heavy lancers and light lancers you get more bang for your buck in the long run. So as you see, look at all these Napatoons, they just rout these spearmen. So that's why Napatoons are good. I never used them in sieges though for the defenders. I banned them from my sieges because they're just too powerful in the siege. It's really unfair. But because I was limited to 5 cav, which limits a lot of the Mongols' power, Napatoons are often very useful to add into the addition of your army. But you have to be willing to protect them. You have to be, have to keep an eye on them. You can lose them in your army because they're such a small unit. So I'm just going to continue routing the rest of his forces here. But light lance, as you can see, they're just definitely worth what you pay for them. They're cheap, they're fast, they're capable. Very good unit to have. I think any Mongol army should really have them. In most battles I have for Mongols, I will actually use them. Light cavalry are very, very good in Medieval 2 Total War. They're very good in Rome Total War too if you use them right, but they're much better in Medieval 2. They can still really do a lot of damage to infantry units. They do great at knocking out archers. They're fast. They can catch horse archers. I keep saying it, but they're very. A lot of people just get heavy cavalry and don't even consider light cavalry. Light cavalry are a very, very, very good thing to have in your army, and particularly in Medieval 2 though. Particularly in Medieval 2. So their battle is almost over now. If I remember, I think my opponent leaves the game, like he doesn't rage quit, he says GG and stuff, but a lot of players they just sort of exit the game when they've lost after they've said GG, and they don't realise that it still terminates the game if they're the host. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you the scorecard, which is a bit of a nuisance because I always enjoy kind of showing the scorecard and seeing the statistics and all that sort of thing. But I believe this time it doesn't happen. No, as you can see, it didn't happen. But I can tell you now, my Mongol light lancers had a lot of kills when it terminated. They had well over 100. I think they had like 150, 160. It was heaps. So a really good unit. My cav had a lot of units. My Napatoons. The Napatoons never really get a lot of kills. It's just that they cause a mass rout. They shock the enemy's morale so much that they just, like, one unit goes 2, 3, and they just go like a big chain rout, and it's just excellent. So that's why they're handy to have. And then you just use cav to mop up them before they can regroup. So they're good to have, but I wouldn't rely on them. But they're good to have when you can't use a lot of cavalry, which in this case I couldn't. I can only use 5, and for the Mongols to be super effective, they probably need at least 8. and a lot of people don't want to play with that many, so sometimes with the Mongols you've got to be a bit more creative. They can skirmish quite well though, with these good archers, and as I said before, they can actually go reasonably okay as infantry as well. So anyway, good game to my opponent. I don't think he rage quit. It was just that he did say, I remember him saying GG and all that, and they kind of just leave the game, and they don't realise because they're the host it still doesn't let it finish. It's kind of annoying, but it's just the way it's gone. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon next time.